Hi, boys and girls, and moms and dads. It's so good to see you, and I love that we get to spend time together learning more about Jesus and enjoying each other as we do so. How blessed are we? So, welcome and thank you for joining Kids Church Family Experience this weekend. I've just returned from vacation and had such a great time with my family at the beach and in the mountains. Here's a few pictures of my peeps. We're so blessed to have our families, aren't we? In fact, our elementary kids will be learning about the importance of people in our lives and the blessing of friendships. Our little ones will focus this week on our God who's always with us. So enjoy our video till the end and share us with any friends or family who would be blessed through our Kids Church Family Experience. Are you ready? Here we go.
Hey guys, welcome to our kid interview. We are so excited that we have Nare on with us today. Nare, tell everyone hi.
Hi.
So Nare, we're excited to get to know a little bit more about you today. And so we have a couple questions just to ask you to get to know you better. So, first one is, how old are you, when's your birthday, and what grade are you going into?
I'm 8 years old. My birthday's on November 4th, and I'm going into third grade.
Third grade? I'm gonna be missing you in K1 too. But you're gonna have so much fun and learn more about Jesus and get to hang out with MJ and Becca. So our first question is, what is one fun thing that you have done this summer as you've stayed at home?
I went to Palm Springs. I swam in a pool. We caught fish, and we did barbecue with our cousin.
It sounds like you did a lot of fun things. What was your favorite thing?
Swimming in the pool.
What are 3 words you would use to describe yourself?
Kind, funny, and caring.
Nare, if you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Invisibility.
Oh, okay. Tell me why.
Because I could sneak into places whenever I want to and nobody would see me.
Nare, do you have a hidden talent?
Well, I'm good at planning things and surprising people, the parents, when they don't even know we're going to do it.
Oh, so you surprise people. I love it. That's one of the ways that God has made you creative, and that's really cool. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A teacher or a doctor.
Oh, cool. Tell me more about why you'd want to be one of those.
A teacher so I could help kids learn things, and a doctor so I could help people get better.
Awesome. Those are really cool things. I love both of those things, being a teacher and doctor. So whatever one you choose, I know you'll be great at it. What book, movie, or video have you seen recently that you'd recommend?
Well, I've seen a movie and a book.
Okay.
This one's a fire book. I'm on the 3rd one.
Ooh.
And Thor.
What is your favorite hobby?
Dancing.
Lastly, Nare, if you could encourage Kids Church with one thing, what would it be?
Well, thank you guys for making the videos for church so we can watch them and learn about God. And to never give up because God will take care of this.
Thank you, Nare. I'm glad that you appreciate the awesome videos and glad that you've been watching them. And yes, God is in control. And so thank you for that encouragement, Nare. That's awesome. All right. Well, Nare, you know what's coming up next. We've got game time. So we need your help to count us down. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Count us down.
3, 2, 1. Cheeseburgers.
Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? I'm so glad you guys are here. So you guys remember this, right? Wow. Hey, and that's awesome because this is actually gonna inspire the challenge today, all right? What's gonna happen is we'll have one ping pong ball and I will have 1 minute to try and wrap as many stickers on the ping pong ball within 1 minute. But yo, this is the thing though. It's just not gonna be me. I'm going to be competing against Elizabeth and Trey. And at the end, we will see who has the biggest sticker ball. Are you guys ready? Oh my goodness. We do this time and time again. Are you guys ready? Hey, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it.
Begins in 3, 2, 1.
Ready, horrible. Oh, that was the wrong sticker. Now I'm stuck. Oh. Bad. Bad. So bad. Fail. Come on. Come on. I'm stuck. No. Infuriating. Okay, wait. As soon as I got the flow. Is that focus? Oh, man. Is that focus? Is that time? Okay.
Not bad.
What's up, guys? So as you saw, we all competed against each other. And the reason why you see a sad look on my face is because I'm sad and I'm upset. And I'm in third place. I was only able to get 14 stickers onto the ping pong ball. I'm sorry for everyone that rooted for me. I tried my best, but this is my face.
What up, guys? I, however, did not come in first place. I came in second place, but it sure does feel good to beat MJ. Hey! Second place is alright.
Well, you guys, you guessed it. I won the sticker ball challenge. I got 20 stickers onto my sticker ball. And I think what I'm gonna do is start my very own sticker ball for preschool. But you guys, I love being a part of these games. I'm so glad that I got to be a part of the elementary family experience. And I just want to remind you guys that I beat both Trey and MJ at the sticker ball challenge and at the Home to Disney challenge that we had as part of our VBS. I love you guys. I love competing against you guys, Trey and MJ, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the Kids Church family experience. Woo!
Hey everybody, what's up? Oh, you're over here. Okay, sorry. Hey everybody, my name is Nate. I know you haven't seen me in a while, but it's good to see you, kind of, sort of. I'm reaching out across the interwebs to say hello and also to say happy birthday! Now we have some birthdays this month that we want to celebrate, so I'm going to tell you who they are. Are you ready? Are you? Oh, okay, you're ready. Okay, here we go. Here are the birthdays for the month of the week. Here are the birthdays for the week of September. The month of September, a week, this week. So, here are the birthdays for this week. On the 12th, we have Evan. Happy birthday, Evan. On the 16th, we've got Harley. Happy birthday, Harley! Cool name, by the way. And on the 17th, we have Ryan and Aubrey. Happy birthday to Ryan and Aubrey. And as is our tradition, we're gonna sing the final verse of the happy birthday song. Now here's the deal though. Somebody, would you turn off your phone, please? I'm trying to do happy birthday. That's my phone. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna sing the end of the happy birthday. I think it's my mom. Okay, we're gonna sing happy birthday, but this time we're not just going to sing regular happy birthday. We're going to sing it opera style, okay? So get your best opera position. That means just up, tuck in your belly, and we're going to sing Happy Birthday to you. Just kidding. Happy birthday, everybody!
Hey guys, thanks for joining us for our weekend experience. In Kids Church, we talk a lot about worship. And one of the ways that we get to worship God is through offering. It says in the Bible that every good and perfect gift comes from God. And because He's so generous to us, we want to give a little bit of what we have back to Him. This is our way of telling God that we trust Him and that we love Him. Earlier, Becca encouraged us as a family to get a jar or a piggy bank to use to collect our offering. At any point in the next few minutes, as we are worshiping and singing, feel free to put your offering in your bank. And at any point that you would like, you can have your parents help you send that offering to church. Now, let's continue to worship God and be thankful for all that He has done.
Jesus, you have been so faithful. Jesus, you have been so true. I will be forever thankful, 'cause I never had a friend like you. Help me to be who you've been to me, to everyone I see. Let us love one another with a love like no other yet. That's the way you love us, God. Never turn away, you are with us every day, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. Your love is always been beginning to end. There's never been a better friend. So let us love one another with our love like no other, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. You with me in the darkest valley. You with me on the mountaintop. I'm thankful that you never leave me, and that your love will never stop. Help me to be who you've been to me, to everyone I see. Let us love one another with a love like no other yet. That's the way you love us, God. Never turn away, you are with us every day, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. Your love is always been beginning to end. There's never been a better friend. So let us love one another with our love like no other, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. I wanna thank you for being a friend who's always by my side. I wanna thank you for the way you love me all my life. I wanna thank you for being a friend who's always by my side. I wanna thank you for the way you love me all my life. Love one another with a love like no other, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. Never turn away, you are with us every day, yeah. That's the way you love us, God. Your love is always been beginning to end. There's never been a better friend. So let us love one another with our love like no other, yeah. That's the way you love us, God.
What is going on, party people? I am so glad that you've joined the KC Family Experience this weekend for our virtual block party. Have any of you ever been to a block party before? I bet you have. But for those of you who may not know, a block party is the kind of get-together you have with the people who live in your neighborhood or your apartment building. You can play games, you can play music and dance. Maybe you have a barbecue or a potluck, and you can invite others to join in the fun. Honestly, it's a really great way to show friendship. Friendship is using your words and actions to show others you care. We all want to be good friends, right? But sometimes we might not be the best at showing it. There might be things that stop us from being a good friend. Friendship requires us to think about others. So to be a good friend, we might have to stop and think about putting others before ourselves. But the good news is that God can help us choose and be good friends to others. And He can help us choose to surround ourselves with friends who will help us grow closer to Him. Speaking of choosing, we've got a great game to kick off our virtual KC block party, and it's all about choosing carefully. It's called Ready, Set, Splash. I needed some help with the game, and MJ and Trey said, sure. Although they didn't really know what they were agreeing to when they said yes. So let's hope that they're okay when they find out what it is. So the way the game is going to go is that one at a time, Trey and MJ are going to stand under 5 hanging buckets. Whoever's turn it is, they're going to pick a bucket, and our helper is going to pull the bucket up and dump whatever is in that bucket onto the person's head. But the catch is that 3 of the buckets are empty, but 2 of them filled with water. So if they choose one of those buckets, they're going to get drenched, and the other person is going to get a point for that round. It's going to be super fun. Let's take a look. Here we go. MJ, pick your bucket. Number 4. All right, Elizabeth. He feels good about this. Elizabeth, ready, set, splash. Oh, he's good. All right, Trey's up next. All right, Trey, you're up. Which bucket do you choose? Bucket number 1. Here we go. Elizabeth is going to pull that bucket up. Let's see how wisely Trey chose. Ready, set, splash. Oh, he chose wisely. No water. It's MJ's turn. Here we go. Let's get MJ. All right. MJ's feeling a little bit nervous. He really didn't want to get wet. Let's see. 2 of these buckets have water in them. 1 does not. What's your choice, MJ? Which bucket do you choose? Bucket number 2. Elizabeth is pulling that bucket up. Let's see if MJ made the wise choice. Ready, set, splash. Oh, what a good sport. All right, let's get ready for round 2. Up first is Trey. Trey, which number bucket do you choose? Number 2. Elizabeth's gonna pull it up. He's feeling a little bit nervous. Trey, you a little bit nervous? A little nervous. Ready, set, splash. He did it. No splash. All right, MJ's up. All right, MJ, pick your bucket. Number 5. Here we go. Number 5. Elizabeth's pulling the bucket up. Very carefully. Ready, set, splash. Oh, poor MJ. I think we need one more round. It is round 3. This is MJ's round. I can feel it. He's getting the point on this one. He is not taking the loss. MJ, pick your bucket. Bucket number 1. Ready, set, splash. He is safe. Trey, let's see. Are you going to take the win? Are you going to win every round of this? Are you going to stay dry? Here we go. What's your bucket? Number 4. Trey chooses bucket number 4. Elizabeth's going to pull that bucket up.
Keep me dry. Oh no, I have a bad feeling about this. I really do. I'm gonna get wet. I'm gonna get wet.
Ready, set, splash. That's a point for MJ. They are such good sports, aren't they? It wasn't easy for them to choose a bucket. They knew that if they made the wrong choice, they're going to get covered in water. In today's story, we're going to find out something really important about choosing correctly. What is it? Well, let's take a look and see.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verses 9 through 12.
The writer of Ecclesiastes tells us 2 people are better than 1. They can help each other in everything they do. Suppose either of them falls down, then the one can help the other one up. But suppose a person falls down and doesn't have anyone to help them up. then feel sorry for that person. One person could be overpowered, but two people can stand up for themselves, and a rope made with 3 cords isn't easily broken. Let's see how this might play out in someone's life today. Jackson slid into the small school theater and took a seat in the back row and waited for Mr. Ray, the music and arts teacher. It looked like there was only one other kid who showed up to build the set for the 5th grade production of Charlotte's Web, Amal from Mrs. Wiseman's class. Hey.
Hi.
The two boys sat there in awkward silence until Mr. Ray showed up.
Ah, my set team. Fantastic. You guys know each other?
Kinda.
Different classes.
Well, you're gonna get to spend a lot of time together in the next 2 weeks as we build this set and get it painted. You guys got any experience with power tools?
Jackson could see Amal shift nervously in his seat.
No, I don't want to go on stage. Miss Wiseman said I could do this instead.
Don't worry, I'll teach you what you need to know. How about you, Jackson?
I'm pretty good with a hammer, and I didn't want to wear some silly animal costume.
The two boys basically ignored each other as Mr. Ray showed them how to measure each piece of lumber for him to cut, and then he helped them lay out the pieces in a large frame.
Now, this'll be one of the wall flats for the backdrop. We'll paint it as part of the barn. Amal, you want to hammer in these nails?
I guess.
Hold it more like this. Don't worry, you'll get it.
I'll do this side.
Jackson nailed together the entire flat while Amal still struggled with one corner.
What a klutz.
But it was a different story the next day when they started to paint.
This flat is part of our barn wall. I want you guys to paint a couple of chickens right there.
Amal grabbed a brush right away.
Oh, do you want them to look like real chickens or like cartoons?
Nah, just give them your own personal spin.
Amal got to work right away, creating an entire palette of colors while Jackson was still trying to figure out which brush to pick.
Now, I've got to run down to the art room. Amal, why don't you show Jackson how to get started?
I don't really...
Mr. Ray smiled at them both.
He needs a hand. I think you guys will make a great team.
Mr. Ray hurried out. Jackson and Amal avoided each other's eyes.
Well, I'll sketch an outline for the chickens.
What do I do?
Just, fill it in.
I'm not really an artist.
Jackson dipped his brush randomly in the blue paint and frowned at Amal's outline.
Just have fun with it.
Jackson swiped the blue brush, outlining a wing.
I've never seen a blue chicken.
Oh.
It's great. It'll stand out.
Oh. Thanks.
By the time Mr. Ray returned, Jackson was surprised to discover that he and Amal had already painted 5 brilliant hued chickens. Mr. Ray grinned.
I've never seen a more flamboyant flock.
Jackson held out his fist to Amal, and Amal, surprised, gave him a fist bump.
Yep, see you boys tomorrow.
The next day, Amal showed up with a bruised finger on his left hand.
I can still paint with my right.
What happened?
Mr. Kunkel keeps putting me in as goalie during PE, and then I mess it up, and everyone on the team gets mad at me.
Do you stay on your toes? Keep your eye on the ball?
No. I just panic when the ball comes at me.
Look, I can show you some tips later in the parking lot, before my mom comes.
Really? That would be great.
And Jackson turned out to be a pretty good teacher because Amal managed to get 2 blocks during PE the next day. And when Jackson showed up to paint sets, stressed out by a math test, Amal grabbed his textbook.
Fractions?
I see all these weird numbers and I freeze up.
You just have to break it down like this.
With Amal's help, Jackson managed to stay calm during his test the next day. And by the middle of the next week, they had completed the entire backdrop for Charlotte's Web.
Well done. I knew you two would make a great team.
Amal's pretty okay.
Jackson's not too terrible.
Look, I know you guys are really different from each other, but it's boring if all your friends are just like you.
Together, they started gathering wood scraps and wiping off brushes.
Seriously, one of the wisest men to ever live pointed this out. Solomon.
Solomon?
Yep. He's this king in the Bible. He was a builder and an artist and super rich too. But for all the things he had, you know what he valued most? Friendship. He says it like this: 2 people are better than 1. They can help each other in everything they do.
On point.
Yeah.
Amal held out his fist, and Jackson tapped it with his own. Maybe Solomon and Mr. Ray were onto something.
It's super important for us to have strong friendships. Friends get more done. Friends help each other. Friends stand up for each other. Solomon really knew what makes a great friendship. Of course, it's important to have friends who help us and encourage us to do our best. Of course, it's important for us to have friends who we know will always have our back. But most of all, we should have friends who help us trust God. It is so important to choose your friends carefully. The good news is we have the perfect example of a true friend. No one has ever been a better friend than Jesus. When Jesus died for our sins, he showed us just how much he loves us. And it doesn't stop there because Jesus is always with us, no matter what. That's such good news, and our friendships should always help point us back to him. I want to take just a few minutes and have each of you get a little quiet, and let's do some thinking about friendship. Now, I know that things have been complicated when it comes to being with friends during this time. But just because we can't be together in person as much, it doesn't mean that friendship ends. And maybe as I ask you a couple of questions, you might need to think back a little further than right now to answer them. But let's try this together. The first thing I'd like you to do is to get quiet and close your eyes. It's going to help you focus a little and not be distracted. Okay, are you still and quiet? Now what I would like you to do is to take what Solomon said and think about your closest friends. Can you see their faces in your mind? I'll give you a few more seconds. Now I want you to think about the next few questions really honestly. You aren't going to share this information with anyone. This is just between you and God. Think about your closest friend or friends who are in your mind and answer this question. Do you help each other? Do you stick up for each other? Do you help each other trust God? If you're not sure, maybe it might be time to talk to your friends about God and see what they do believe about him. Or maybe it's time to find some friends who you know want to follow God and choose to spend some more of your time with them. Whatever it is, God is with you and he wants to help you. Okay, you can open your eyes. I have a secret, you guys. Here, lean in. I'll tell you. Do you want to hear my secret? I know one of the best ways to find a good friend. No, I do. I totally do. You want to know what it is? Okay. One of the very best ways to find a good friend is to be a good friend. If your friend is having a bad day, take the time to ask what's wrong and really listen. If you know your friend feels overwhelmed with school stuff, ask what you can do to help. If your friend is stressed out about something at home, ask if you can pray about it together. If your friend has something good happen, don't be jealous. Celebrate that good thing with them. I know that a lot of us have had to be away from our friends because of the coronavirus. That is really, really hard, isn't it? As I've talked to some of you guys in 345 on Zoom or on the phone, I think that almost every single one of you said that the thing that you miss the most during this time is your friends. And I agree. The same is true for me. Friendships are one of the very best gifts that God has given us. And even though it's more complicated in this season, and that is disappointing, there still are ways for us to connect and be a good friend during this time. It just requires us to be a little creative. We can and need to help and support each other when times are hard. We can and need to remind each other to keep trusting God. Let's take a look at our memory verse for this month. It's in the book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 17. Check it out. A friend loves at all times. They are there to help when trouble comes. Proverbs 17:17. Let's read that again. A friend loves at all times. They are there to help when trouble comes. Proverbs 17:17. It's important to show love to our friends through our words and our actions. We can be there when things are good and also to help each other when things get tough. Let me pray for us, and then you spend some time with your family talking a little bit more about what we've learned today. Dear God, first, I just want to thank you for being the best kind of friend. Thank you for being a faithful friend who was always there, no matter what. And I also thank you for these verses in your word, Lord, that show us what good friendship is all about and how we can be a good friend. I pray, God, that whatever our week looks like, we will be people who act out of the wisdom that you gave to Solomon. Please help us look for people in our lives who love you. We want to have friends around us, Lord, who help us trust you, and we want to be that kind of friend to them too. We love you. We pray these things in Jesus, our best friend's name. Amen.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this week's Kids Church Family Experience. Wasn't that a great message today? We are praying for you and your families and look forward to seeing you as soon as possible. Well, if you're ready, here comes another riddle. Why did the cookie have to go to the doctor? Because it was feeling crummy. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.